Here I was ready. Hey, what's up? Oh, you never left a like. I'm not giving you a shout out. You didn't. If you can't leave a like, if you can't drop a like in the chat, you're not getting a shout out. So the first person to show up was too stupid to leave a like. Let's see what happens with the second person. You left a comment. You just forgot to leave a like. It happens. Could be late at night or early in the morning where you are. Or you're just stupid. Who knows? We'll go here. See if this is still here. Ian says, "Wow, info as friends." Ian, you are creepy and funny all at the very same time, buddy. Very, very creepy, buddy. Fairly funny and very, very creepy, bro. I still love you. So my cat videos are taking off. I made some cat videos last night in the middle of the night. Ooh. We had some exciting news to bring you this morning. Hilary Swank, verified with about 6 different areas. She's pregnant. Now, why is this so exciting? Because she's 48 years old. I can't even begin to tell you how exciting this is. I am going to try and follow Hilary Swank's pregnancy. I, eh, I don't get excited for very much, but breeding somehow really, really excites me. I'm curious what nationality she is. I'm curious what nationality her husband or boyfriend or the guy she made love to is. I'm curious. I'm curious. So I'm gonna pull up an article about Hilary Swank, and then we're gonna Hilary Swank. So reports are coming in that she's pregnant with twins. Okay, if this is true, Hilary Swank is pregnant with twins at 48 years old. I'm pretty sure she could possibly be turning 49. She turns 49 in July. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I don't know. I don't know how far along she is. She was hiding her baby bump. So what were you hiding it for? 2 or 3 months. So we won't make July. Unfortunately, her pregnancy will not make July, but it may if we didn't get the math right. So 49-year-old woman giving birth is a big deal. My wife says about 36 or 30, 30s, you start to run into complications. She's 20 years, damn near 20 years over that, running into those areas. So normally we hear about actors in Hollywood, older men in Hollywood that have children. Some examples of this are, I believe Michael Douglas is one of the oldest actors that I know of. He had a. Let me type in Michael Douglas and see what pops up. Michael Douglas. He's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones. So Michael Douglas impregnates. Congratulations to Michael Douglas, who has become a grandfather for the first time. Hollywood actor's son, Cameron, 39, welcomed a daughter with his yoga instructor girlfriend. Okay, congratulations. That was years ago. That was like 6 years ago. So, 5.5. Let me go. Michael Douglas impregnates Catherine. Zeta Jones pregnant. November 5th, 1998, Michael Douglas was then 58, 55. Catherine Zeta-Jones was a smoking hot 30-year-old. Michael Douglas is 78 years old, so Catherine Zeta would be like 53 because she's 25 years younger. Well, let me just check that. Catherine Zeta-Jones' daughter is very pretty. I'm not sure what her name is, but oh my god. She's like 20 in this one picture. I don't know. Here's Catherine Zeta-Jones' daughter. She's very pretty. Very tall. She's like 6 feet tall. Hi. Here's an updated photo of 78-year-old Michael Douglas. Catherine Zeta, Michael Douglas, and then there's a picture of the two kids. I'm not sure how old they are there, but the one kid, Cameron, is now older and pregnant, has a wife, so unless these are other kids they have together. Let's go in the living room and open up a package from Amazon. And also, let's just quickly see who died today. Who died today? Jeff Beck dead. Yardbirds guitarist dies at 78 from meningitis. Sorry to hear that. Patilia youth who died in Canada, cremated in hometown. I never heard about that. I'll have to look into that. Jack Hayford, Pentecostal pastor. 8 is enough actor Adam Rich dies at 54. Death at Rejects, Kurt Cawley, policeman named man who died in the store. 2 in charge. Nope, don't know about that. Alabama airport worker who died after being sucked into a plane. Oh my god. Sucked into a plane engine identified. Oh my god. Oh, oh my god. That must have been horrifying. Oh my god. Barbara Walters, forever remembered after losing beloved stars including Barbara Walters, Christy Alley, and uh, in 2022. Well, a member of the 3-6 Mafia died. Carol Cook died. Jeff Beck, legendary guitarist. Wow, she was famous. Supermodel who skyrocketed to fame in the 80s and 90s, appeared on numerous Vogue covers, died at 56 on January 11th. Died at 56, eh? She was a supermodel. Like, you would think they get a little bit better care than we do. Final Greek monarch, Prince William's godfather, died on January 10th. Sorry to hear that. The king, who was also Prince Philip's nephew and King Charles III's cousin, was 82 at the time of his death. King Constantine II, the final Greek monarch. Wow, the final. Greek isn't doing monarchs anymore? I gotta check that out. Quinn Rediger. Oh, we've heard Adam Rich. Yeah, I've seen that guy before. 8 is enough. Al reportedly died on January 7th at age 54. The family member confirmed that Rich was found dead in his Los Angeles home. Gangsta Boo, 3-6 Mafia rapper, was found dead in her home on January 1st. She was 43. Fred White. Fred White, the Earth, the Wind, and the Fire drummer's brother, Vernon Wright. Ken Block. We heard about Ken Block. There's a lot of stuff on it. IG about Ken Block. The social media personality and rally driver died on January 2nd after being involved in a snowmobile accident in Utah. Snowmobiles are extremely dangerous. I have so many buddies, relatives that have broken their backs, and some that have perished on snowmobiles. My skin is crawling right now. Block was killed from the injuries sustained in the crash, during which the vehicle upended and topped over him. Oh, what a way to go. I'm sorry, buddy. Alan Rankin. Like, roll cages aren't good enough, it means. Oh, wait, what was it that got him? Was it a snowmobile? It was a snowmobile accident. So the snowmobile came right over top of him. Oh my god, just crushed him. That's so sad. People who are adrenaline junkies, you know, he was having a good time in an open field or wherever he was in, powdery snow area. I mean, that's totally cool, Some people that drive down a street or a highway at 100 miles an hour, that's not cool, right? Let's say a public road, that's not cool. You want to drive down in the desert at 150 miles an hour, that's cool. But dangerous, but very cool to me. Stars who died in 2022. 2023. Wow, we nailed it. And let's see whose birthdays we're going to hideout. Birthdays. Birthdays today. Today is the famous birthday list, January 12th. 2023 includes Howard Stern, Issa Rae, Rod Stewart, Sarah Shahai. Famous birthdays, John Winthrop. He perished in 1588 to 1649. He lived till. Charles Perrault, 1628 to 1703. I don't know these people. Oh, Ermanno Wolf Ferrari, 1876 to 1948. Was he the dude that made Ferrari? Probably, eh? Hermann Göring, 1893 to 1946. Louis Rayner, don't know, can't see the date. Who was born on this day? Alexander Hamilton, U.S. founding father, first Secretary of Treasury, born in Charleston, Nevis, West Indies. Don't know what that means. John A. MacDonald was born on this day. William James, Wilfred Badley, Alice Paul. I think John A. MacDonald was a Canadian. Pretty sure. Albert Hoffman. I think he's on the $5 bill. But I could be wrong. I don't actually. None of those people truly, sorry, they don't matter. Who was born on, if you freed the slaves, if you freed the people, you matter. If you did anything else, it doesn't matter. How many people have birthdays today? The UN estimates around 385,000 babies are born each day. So 400,000 around the world. 140 million babies are born every year. This number will remain relatively stable in the 50 years from 2020 to 2070. The Oak Ridge Boys, born on this date. He's 84. Actor Anthony Andrews is 75. Country singer Ricky Van Shelton is 71. Director John Lasseter, Toy Story Cars, is 66 today. Sing him happy birthday if you know him. How come there was no women? What a stupid question. Is today a golden birthday? Oh my god. I can't even go there. What is the rarest birthday? The least common birthday is, of course, February 29th, the leap year. But because the day only occurs once every 4 years, it's obvious it would yield the least amount of birthdays. The rarest birthday of 365 annual calendar day is Christmas Day, which is weird. I actually don't know one person born on Christmas Day. What is a golden birthday? Your golden... No. We're not reading that. What is today everyone's birthday? Oh. The origin story of Renri. In Chinese mythology, Nuwa was the goddess who created the world. She created the animals on different days, and human beings on the seventh day. The creation of the world thus making the seventh day the birthday of humankind. What's weird though is we used to run an 8-day calendar. You're telling me China didn't? So like you couldn't even go to China. Like how did the world used to exist, right? Was it a 7-day calendar or was it an 8-day? Because if I go back to when this time existed, we didn't run off this calendar. We ran off the Gregorian calendar. And what is the Gregorian calendar? What is the Gregorian calendar? The Gregorian calendar is a solar dating system used by most of the world. Okay, so it says most. It is named for Pope Gregory the 13th, who issued the Papa Bull Inter Gravitia Mass in 1582. Oh, there was another one before that. What was the other calendar called? Julian calendar it was. Sorry, I made a mistake there. So the Julian calendar is the older one. Wait a second. Maybe I'm not reading this right. Let me see here. Yeah, before today's Gregorian calendar was adopted, the older Julian calendar was used. It was admirable. It was admirably close to the actual length of the year. As it turns out, by the Julian calendar was not so perfect that it didn't slowly shift off track over the following centuries. Why was the Julian calendar replaced? Too many leap years. Its predecessor, the Julian calendar, was replaced because it did not correctly reflect the actual time it takes the Earth to circle once around the sun, known as a tropical year. I don't know if I believe that because I'm pretty sure it doesn't know how it operates. In the Julian calendar, a leap day was added even for years, which is too frequent. Sorry. In the Julian calendar, a leap day was added every 4 years, which is too frequent. Wow. What calendar did Jesus use? Jesus used the Julian calendar, is the one that was introduced in the year 46 BC by Julius Caesar to all the Roman Empire. And it is the calendar that was used during the life of Jesus Christ and at the time of the early church. Did Julius Caesar know Jesus? Did Julius Caesar ever meet or hear of Christ of the Bible? Did Julius Caesar ever meet or hear Christ the Bible? Was it ever documented? Why does Jesus mention Caesar in Mark? Yeah, this is what I mean. This is how you know somebody else wrote this stuff, eh? Was Julius Caesar mentioned in the Bible? Is Julius Caesar really Jesus Christ? Oh boy. Was Jesus alive during the time of Julius Caesar? Let's see what that says. Global research shows 1 in 4 men over 30 have. Oh boy. Uh, this guy manages DeVry University. No, Caesar was alive between the late century until 44 BC. Jesus didn't get born for nearly 40 years. It would have been Augustus and Tiberius that ruled while Jesus was alive. Caesar came after. Caesar came like the latter part of the beginning of the first century, I guess. See, this is interesting. I have to say, this is one of the most interesting statements I've read in probably all time. Christian Winter writes, he's been interested in history for over 20 years. He wrote this 2 years ago. Why do we have evidence that people like Cleopatra and Aristotle lived before Christ, but the only evidence of Christ living is in the Bible? Why do we have evidence that people like Cleopatra and Aristotle lived before Christ, but the only evidence of Christ living is in the Bible? That is very interesting. People that came before, well, it doesn't make sense. Because if they follow, if he had so many followers and they were there and they watched him get crucified and then he came back 3 days later and he was alive and this and that, think about it. Where's all the evidence? Unless somebody has been taking history and destroying, dismantling, and completely erasing. Why would they leave Cleopatra's history? Why would they leave Aristotle's history but erase Jesus's? And really, I thought Jesus was super powerful. Like, how come he didn't stop him? The only way to truly make change without, you have to lead by example. So you are a sheep, you are strung up, you are done away with, is better than raising a hand to defend yourself. I don't get that part. It says during which Roman Empire's reign was Jesus crucified? Question mark. Tiberius was emperor of Rome from 14 to 37 AD. 14 was the first year of his reign. Uh, the number 14. Year 14. Jesus of Nazareth was crucified in either 30 or 33 AD. So Jesus took death place in either the 17th year or the 20th year of the rule of Caesar Tiberius. No, Jesus was not alive during the time of Julius Caesar. Jesus was born during the reign of Caesar Augustus, and the reason we know this is from a passage in the New Testament. It's a New Testament. It's all been fabricated. If you want to go there, it's new. It's not the Old Testament, so it's been changed, altered. You can't alter history. You can't change one word from the past books of time and call them New Testament. It's wrong. Unless, of course, you have an agenda that you want to make clear. So you rewrite the book. Was Julius Caesar a good person? He wasn't a bad person, but he wasn't a saint either. Let's look at this man as a general in war and then as a politician and civilian at home. Caesar's character in warfare depends on who he was fighting. When fighting Gauls or Germans or Celts, he is definitely ruthless. He could be cruel. There were tribes in Gaul in modern Belgium that he all but annihilated due to them daring to oppose him and attack the invading legions. He had very little mercy to non-Romans who rose against him. However, he didn't usually attack first until usually he didn't usually attack first and usually attempted. I can't read and I'm not going to continue reading that one. Was Julius Caesar? I'm not going to read that. That is creepy. It was Julius Caesar. You wouldn't even believe what they say how Caesar got the throne. Some people are such assholes in this thing. Do you even have any idea about history? I'm like, no, that's why I'm reading. But your comment doesn't gain me any information.